Hello Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Ashcraft. This is my channel about cross stitch and anything else I feel like. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Mary Ashcraft. You can find me on Instagram at that same name. I will have it linked below. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. I am really amazed, honestly, and want to say thank you about how many of you have subscribed to my channel. This was something I just thought, I don't know, it was just like a fun little hobby I could do to further fuel my love for cross stitch. And I thought there was no way I'd get like over 100 subscribers. Not that I'm doing it for the subscribers whatsoever. I talked about that in my first video. I really just want to make friends. And so I've just been really shocked throughout this whole process. So thank you. You will notice today, you finally get to see my Christmas decor. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture this week. I don't remember the exact day, probably Monday. No, Tuesday, because it was the first day of December. That's right. Along with this mug, my beautiful little Santa mug from Target, because I love Target too much. I am drinking a homemade peppermint mocha. I make one or two every single day. It was funny, on Thanksgiving, my sister and her family came up. So it's my sister, my brother-in-law, my 15-year-old niece, and my, I think he's 7 or 8 months now, nephew. He's 4 weeks older than my son. So they were all up here, and around 4, 5 o'clock, I made myself another cup of coffee, and my brother-in-law just goes, "Are you having more coffee?" And like, I had already had several cups in the morning. I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And he's like, "Do you normally have that much coffee in a day?" And I was like, "No, I do not. I do not make myself an evening coffee every day. No, not me. No, Yes. Yes, I do. And I am aware that's probably not good for me. But I have a 3-year-old and a 7-month-old. So I need it. Anyways, last week I had a very short video showing you all of my FFOs because I wanted to show them before I gave away the polar bear to my sister. So if you want to see what those look like, go check out that last video. I think it's like 10 minutes long, so it's very quick. And all the other ones, give you a little quick preview. It's just these. These are the other ones that I talked about. So I'm not really going to go over them in this video. So if you want to learn more about those, go watch the last one. I totally just got sidetracked. This is my Christmas decor. It is beautiful. I mean, if I do say so myself. Last year, I hated the way that my Christmas tree looked, and I think this year totally makes up for it because I'm obsessed with it. Obsessed. And then the mantle is very similar, using all the same ribbons, except the birch. The birch is used in my daughter's tree in her room. And then, I'm really nervous to move this. Okay. That's that. And I have, okay. And when I go to Target this week, I'm going to get a small string of lights to add to the mantle because at night it just looks like, woo, it just looks, I did something. What did I do? It looks like it needs lights on the mantle because it totally looks out of place. So that's my Christmas decor, and I'm done, and I love it. I'm very excited. So because last week I just had a quick video on my FFOs, it's been about 2 weeks since we've talked about whips and haul. So I got a lot to talk about, sort of. I already know this is gonna be a long video. Let's be real. Before I get started though, I do have a question and I would love for y'all to answer in the comments down below. I have bought myself, because what mother does not buy herself Christmas presents? I have bought myself Christmas presents that are Stitchy related. So let me know if you want me to share those things before Christmas or wait until after Christmas. Because I could go either way. Nothing is wrapped yet. I did a little bit of wrapping today of like my daughter's toys that she's getting, but nothing else is wrapped. So if you want to see it before Christmas, let me know. Otherwise, I'll share it after. I'm open. Okay, so let's talk about my works in progress. So I still am not feeling like I want to finish Hello Dear. I don't know what it is. I really love that pattern and I like stitching on it, but when part 4 came out, part of me was just kind of like, I feel like I need a break. I'm still on that train of, I feel like I need a break. So I was trying to decide what else to work on, and I decided to pull out a project you have not seen in a long time. My Irish Blessing. So, okay, a thing about this one. So here's this. This is the Irish Blessing. You probably have not seen this since my, oh gosh, 3rd or 4th video. It's not a hard pattern whatsoever, a difficult pattern, not at all. The issue, sorry, I have like something in my eye. The issue is that this vignette up here, without showing you the pattern, I just have to explain it. It is small, it is blurry, it is difficult to read. So basically this pattern looks like somebody took a copy of a copy of a copy and stuck it in this kit. So it's really frustrating to work on. I did finally make a copy of it so I could have a working copy that I could highlight. Although thinking back on it, I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna do this again because I hate this pattern so much. I don't hate this, I hate the pattern. So I could have just highlighted the original and been fine with it. But I made a working copy and it has helped tremendously. The last time you would have seen this, I think I had a little bit of the sky, maybe like that blue, and then I had like maybe a little bit of the dark green. I had the letters, I had the whole circle, and then I hadn't started any of the sides or anything like that. So not a ton done the last time you would have seen it, but I finished the vignette. The only thing I haven't done is the white in the clouds. So I got on a roll and I just did it. And I'm stopping at that point right now. Like, okay, I'm done. But because I finished this vignette, I think, oh, I didn't do back stitching, but I always save back stitching for the end anyways. All that I have left is the 4 flowers in each corner, and then the sides of the words that got cut off from my Q-snap. So now that this is done, because I feel like this was the most difficult part, this should stitch up pretty quick. So maybe closer to Christmas, maybe after Christmas, during the New Year's, I'll work on this. The original plan was to give it as a Christmas present for my stepdad's mom. But I bought her something else for Christmas. I bought her, she's a knitter, so I bought her a knitting project bag. And I'm very excited about it. So, yeah. So it doesn't look like a lot of work, but it was a lot of work. Because I know you aren't going to be able to see anything. Look at that. This, here, I will show you what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna drop everything in my lap. It's just, it's so blurry. It's so blurry and so frustrating. But the nice thing is the what am I thinking? Flowers. The flowers in the corners are not nearly as bad. It's just this stinking vignette. And it was like, you know, the back stitching would be over a square and you wouldn't be able to tell what symbol it was, so I kind of had to guess. And then I'd notice like, oh, I missed one there. Well, I'm gonna just fill it in with another color, another green, because you're not even gonna realize. So there are a ton of mistakes in this. I don't care. I do not care in the slightest. So that is my Irish blessing. One thing about my whips. So because I, you know, have 2 weeks worth of updates, but of those 2 weeks, you know, I had Thanksgiving, so I didn't stitch then. And then there were a few days before Thanksgiving where I was either really tired, so I went to bed at like 9:30, or I had headaches, so I didn't really want to stitch, so I would FFO these other things instead. So, I mean, all in all, I probably have about a week's worth of stitching to show you over a 2-week period, but it's whatever. Who's counting? Who's counting? Okay, so the next whip. I've got to keep myself going. Next whip, I started last night. I would think for one night's worth of stitching for myself, I think I got a lot done. Let me find the picture. So I'm keeping this in my favorite bag, my Mickey and Minnie in Paris bag. Okay, so this is the Frosted Pumpkins, the Christmas Wreath stitch along. This is the first clue. The next clue comes out, I believe, December 18th. So it'll be a little while. Not too worried about it. Okay, if you follow me on Instagram, or if you are in the Frosted Pumpkins Stitch Along Facebook group, you may have seen my little dilemma that I was facing about the fabric, because I could not decide whether to do it on the called for fabric that came with the kit or a blue that I will talk about in the haul. I decided in the end to go with the called for, because I was like, you know, it's the called for, like, they probably chose it for a reason. So this is what I got. I always feel like this, I've got ears. So this is what I've done. I feel like it's kind of a lot for one night of stitching. I don't know. It looks like it to me, so I'm gonna call it a win. This is the new Needleminder for this that came out with this stitch along. Super, super cute. It's funny. So I showed this pattern to my husband, and when I was trying to figure out the fabric, and I said, this is what it looks like, the pattern and everything. What fabric? Here are all the floss colors. And all he said was, I don't like that pink house. And I said, I don't really care. I'm doing a pink house. Maybe I'll do it again and like change the colors to be more, I don't know, like neutral, do like a blue house with white trim and whatever else. So, but for now, I'm doing it as called for. So I got Rudolph going up there on the roof. I got the rooftop, and so my idea is that I'm gonna do Rudolph and Santa coming out of the chimney, and then I will start on the house, because the house is really just a lot of block stitching, and that is the type of thing that I can do easily while chilling on a court call, or you know, something that does not involve a lot of brain power, like court calls. So yeah, so this is the only other whip that I have. And I love this fabric. Okay, so this is, I actually have the thing right here. This is 14 count Aida. The fabric color is Heartland by Picture This Plus. It's hand dyed. It is so soft. I think this is my first time dyeing on hand dyed fabric. I don't know if I will ever go back to like store-bought Ada. I mean, I'm sure I will. Let's be real. But this is so soft, and it's just like stitching on it is like, it's like a whole nother experience, I feel like. So I feel like it just got darker. Did it just get darker? I don't know. The sun is yonder. So yeah, that's a wrap. Okay, those are my whips. Now I got a lot of haul. Okay, so what did I buy first? I bought this first. Okay, so most of this stuff I purchased during Black Friday. This I did not. This was prior. So Fat Quarter Shop every day has flash sales. Most of their flash sales I've noticed are quilting related. Nothing wrong with that. I hope to one day get into quilting now that I have a sewing machine. Spoiler alert, that is one of the things I got for Christmas. So I'm hoping to eventually get into quilting. There is this one pattern that Fat Quarter Shop has that is a Christmas tree that I just like, I'm absolutely in love with, and I want to do it so bad. But I gotta work my way up to it. So, but sometimes they have cross-stitch patterns as flash sales. This was one of them, and I showed it to my husband, and he's like, I love that. So, you know, it was like $2. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So this is the Stitcherhood, the Quaker flag. I love this. I think this is so cool. And so I most definitely will not stitch this in 2020. So I will stitch this sometime next year. Maybe I'll do it for Mania, because I feel like that would be a good time to do it before 4th of July. But I love this. And I could also see this being up in our home more than just for 4th of July. In my family growing up, we always had like an American flag Afghan, or you know, some like a American flag quilt or something on the wall. So, you know, having something like this up all year round is just something that's like normal for me. So I'll probably stitch this, and then it'll just be something that's up all year round, except for like September through December when I have holiday stuff up. So I'm very excited for this. And because no pattern can travel alone, I decided, okay, so I wanted to do a monthly series. And I was deciding between the Cottage of the Month from, I think, Little House Needleworks. I think it's Little House Needleworks. You know, those cute little cottages, and they say January, February, March. They're super cute. Or the Stitching with the Housewives, Truckin' Along vintage trucks. And I showed them both to my husband. I don't know why I asked his opinion. I don't know why I asked his opinion in general for cross-stitch things, but for this specifically, I already knew his answer was going to be the trucks, but he really liked the trucks. So I decided to get December and January. So there's December, and here's January. I meant to start this on the 1st for the Jolly Housewives, Stitching with the Housewives, Jolly whatever stitch along month thing that they're doing with Fat Quarter Shop. But I realized I have 0 of these colors. I don't have any classic colorworks, so I was just gonna do the DMC. And I don't have any of the DMC except for, there was one. Trail Dust? The one that's supposed to be Trail Dust? 3862 or 3865. I don't remember. I think it was 3862. So, yeah, I didn't have like any of these colors. I had the black Ada. So I have to go get those colors to be able to start this. So I need to do that. And then I'll probably do this one like in January or during like between Christmas and New Year's. I don't know. It's funny because I was watching Rocio from Cocohamas Stitchery here on Flosstube, and she was like talking about her plans, and she's like, if I say it, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna say it anyways. And that's kind of how I feel. If I say I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it. But anyways, so yeah, so I bought this from Fat Quarter Shop. Very excited to do these. I have a feeling I will probably end up doing Cottage of the Month at some point because I really love those. Maybe I'll do them for my mom. It's like a gift for her new house. Her new house that's not even built yet. Okay, so then also from Fat Quarter Shop is the monthly Weeks Dye Works Floss Club called Floss Frenzy. This month was Cinnamon Spice. I don't know what I was thinking this color would be, but I did not think it was going to be brown, but it's brown. So these are the colors. Let me tell you. And I'm not mad about it being brown because you can never have too many browns. But these colors, okay, so there are a couple colors in here I'm like obsessed with and I feel like I need to use them now. So here is Mocha, Cocoa. I'm like trying to, what's a good background for these? That has a pattern on it, so that's not gonna work. Okay, Chestnut. We'll see if we can do them like this. Here we go. Alrighty, there. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, so Chestnut. Oh my gosh, I already forgot their names. Okay, Cocoa and oh my lord, Mocha. Oh my gosh, seriously, Mary, that coffee has not kicked in yet. And then we have Grapevine, which somebody was talking about Grapevine in their Flosstube recently. I don't remember what it was, but maybe it was Amanda May of Ardith Designs. But somebody was talking about Grapevine and said that they really liked Grapevine. So that's Grapevine. Molasses. Molasses is nice. Grapevine and Molasses are definitely variegated, whereas like Chestnut and Mocha are like true light and medium browns. And then this, I don't know how to say this. Tatanka? I don't know about that one. Okay, well there's that. And this is like a true dark brown. These browns are beautiful, and I never thought I would say that about brown. To me, brown is it's just brown. It's just brown. So, very excited for that. Last month was blacks. December is, and this was for November, by the way. October was black, and then December is red, January is blue. And then, I was gonna like kit this up, but then I was like, well, I'll just use some Weeks Dye Works. And once I saw that December was red and January is blue, I said, I'll just wait and I'll pick out colors from that. Okay, the next thing that I bought, okay, so I'm in the BeStitchMe Facebook group, and I have lurked, probably the proper term, lurked on their Friday night fight nights, but I have not bought anything. And so 2 weeks ago, Brandy had a fight night, and I snagged 2 pieces of fabric. So this is the one, these are unnamed. This is the one that I was thinking about doing for the wreath. It's a blue. Oh, jeez. Gosh, look at this. Gosh, look at this color. It's like just a beautiful neutral blue. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so this is a 28 count Lugana. Ever since I stitched this one, which was my first time on linen, or on even weave, I have wanted to do more on like even weaves and stuff. And so I decided to grab one, and I love this. And I have a plan for this, which I'll talk about in a second. The next fabric, I haven't even taken this one out of the package. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Talk amongst yourselves while I be very loud. So this is a 14 count Ada. even the Ada is really soft. This is very soft. Even this Ada is soft. Do you see that sparkle? That opalescent. It's like a blue opalescent. But it's a much darker blue. Much darker blue than this. This is like a light gray blue. This is more of like a... I'm trying to find something that's blue. It's just more blue. But it's also opalescent. This is not. So I have not decided what I'm going to do with this. I feel like this would be really great for a Christmas pattern of some kind. Don't ask me which one because I have no idea. So I'm very excited about those purchases. And if you do a fight night and you get fabric, and if you do a custom order, or if you order online that week, you get to enter into the giveaways that Brandy does. And she, oh my gosh, she gives away so much stuff. I was like going through everything. I was like, man, I am overwhelmed. I did not put my name in for everything. I am definitely not one of those people who enters into every single giveaway because I'm a minimalist. I'm a minimalist on everything except cross stitch. But I won one. I won Christmas Cutaway. And this is by Pickle Barrel Designs, which I've never heard of, and I still need to look up who this is and what kind of designs they do. But this is just so sweet. Absolutely love this. I think this is so cute. So you got Santa, you got a peek inside this house. So cute. Love it. So very excited about that. Okay, so one thing that I ordered from Etsy during Black Friday that is a digital download because she was having a sale and I've wanted this pattern for a very long time, ever since, I'm trying to think who talked about it first. I think it was on the Steel City Stitchers. I think Kristen and Aaron did it, and I was like, need this. It is Plaid Tidings by the LittleStitchGirl. They are plaid houses. If you know me, you know I love plaid. Okay. You don't even have to know me. You can just see my decor and know that I love plaid. So these are plaid houses. There's a grayish white one, a red one, and a green one. And I love them. I'm very excited. I have already bought the floss for it, and I'm thinking about using this fabric for it because she used a fabric that had like pre-printed snowflakes on it. I don't really want to order more fabric because I just bought these, and I bought the winter BeStitchMe box, which I'll talk about in a second, but I think this would look really cute with these. So I'll show you these again. So plaid houses, doing them on here, and I think I would do them all in a row and then do one big border around them rather than individual borders around each one. So I'm very excited. But I'm very excited. I ordered the BeStitchMe winter box a couple months ago. It comes with a couple, I'm trying to think, four things of fabric, maybe. I had been thinking about buying it, but what sold me was Mandy Meade. Mandy Meade Stitches here on Flosstube. She was doing an unboxing of the Halloween box that they did, and it's just so beautiful. The fabrics that were in there, she talked so highly about them, and I was like, okay, fine, I'm sold. I'm gonna do it. So, so Mandy, if you're watching, I blame you for fight night and for making me buy that box. So, and also, if you like my channel and you like the kinds of projects I do, you should go check out Mandy Meade because I love her projects, and I love her style of like finishing. It's just, she's fun, and I love watching her videos, and she usually posts them Saturday nights or Sunday nights, I can't remember, but it's always like after my kids have gone to bed and I'm alone and I'm stitching, and so I watch her videos and it's just like, it's nice to relax and everything like that. So I love her channel. So, so yeah, I have a lot of fabric coming. Don't tell my husband, who can probably hear me because he's in the other room. So that's everything. I'm trying to think if I have any other orders coming from, no, nothing from Etsy. Those are all gifts. Oh, I did do another order. Okay, I have an order coming from Happy Little Stitch Shop from their Black Friday sale, and I ordered a couple patterns from her that I had been wanting for a long time, so I will show those next week. But otherwise, that's all I have. Plans. Okay, I'm definitely going to keep working on not making everything fall. Keep working on my wreath. I would... It's okay, my coffee did not spill on anything, particularly my fabric. Okay, I'm all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna keep working on this until A Christmas Carol Stitch Along starts with the Stitching Book Club. That comes out on Saturday, the first part. I have it all kitted up, ready to go. I am so excited for that. I also have the audiobook rented on Libby, and I'm going to listen to that while I stitch. And I also have never seen the animated version with Jim Carrey, and so I'm also going to be watching that. So I got all the Christmas Carol things. So once that comes out, I will definitely be doing that like as each part comes out, because I'm very, very excited about that. And then I will switch once I finish that part. It's 3 parts, so once I finish that each time, I'll go back to working on this so that I can get this done hopefully before the next part comes out. So those are my plans. Those are my whips. That is my haul. If you want to see my FFOs, go watch my last video. I'm gonna let this coffee kick in. And so I hope you had a good Thanksgiving if you are here in America and you celebrate Thanksgiving. We are not going anywhere for Christmas. Nobody is coming here. I'm very happy for that because we have traveled every single Christmas. Did I just say Thanksgiving? I meant Christmas. So we are not doing anything for Christmas other than just us 4, me, my husband, my daughter, and my son. And we are going to create Christmas traditions. This is the first year my daughter will get to do an advent calendar because we're actually here for all the days. So I have a Harry Potter Lego calendar. Very excited for that. I just put out all of her Christmas books. So I'm like embracing this season a lot more than I have in past years. One, because I'm home all the time because I work from home, but also because of COVID and just, you know, you learn to appreciate things a little bit more, but also because I'm gonna be here and I get to do things, like actually do things. Like, this is the first year my daughter is getting presents from Santa. Like, that's how little of a deal Christmas has been in the past because we've been traveling. We actually get to open presents on Christmas Day. If you couldn't tell, I'm very excited. So, I hope you have a good rest of your week. I hope you get yourself a Santa mug and make yourself a peppermint mocha or hot chocolate. And yeah, let me know what you're working on because I love hearing that. And I will see you next week. Bye, guys.